Hello guys, my name is Devesh and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we will learn tuples in Python. A tuple is the collection data type in Python which is ordered and immutable. Tuples are identical to lists in all respect except for the following properties. Tuples are defined by enclosing the elements in parentheses instead of square brackets, and also tuples are immutable unlike list which is mutable. As we proceed in this lecture, we will talk about mutable and immutable data types in detail. Let us go to the editor to see tuples in action. So here we are at the editor. Let me maximize the screen for you. Let us see how we can create an empty tuple in Python. I will take a variable x and say x is equal to pair of parentheses and hit enter. So this creates an empty tuple for us. Let us take another variable, say a is equal to pair of parentheses and 1 2 3 4 5 and hit enter. 1 2 3 4 5 are all elements or items of this tuple a. Similar to list, we can also access the elements of tuple using indexing. Let us take an example. I will say a variable v is equal to pair of parentheses and a e I o u and hit enter. So I have created a tuple v is equal to AEIOU, that is vowels, and suppose I want to fetch or get the vowel which is present at index position 3, that is O. Here's how I can write it. I can say V square brackets and the third index position and hit enter. It gives me the letter O. Suppose I want to get the last letter or the last item of this tuple. I can say V of, I can use minus negative indexing and say v of -1 and hit enter, and this gives me u. Just like a list, I can have different data types in tuple as well. So let us take an example of that. I will say d is equal to pair of parentheses 1 2 3 and I can have 2.2 and string one and hit enter. So this also works in tuple. In the beginning of previous and this lecture, we said that lists are mutable and tuples are immutable data type. Now let us discuss what are mutable and immutable data type. To take an example, let us say, let me clear the console first for you. Let me say x is equal to list 1 2 3 4 and 5 and hit enter, and let us say y is equal to a tuple which contains 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now let us say I want to change the second value, that is 2 to 2.0. So first let's try to access this with the index x of 1 is equal to 2. I want to update this to 2.0. What I can do is I can say x of 1 is equal to 2.0 and hit enter. Now let us see what is the value inside the list x, and this value is updated to 2.0. So we can say that x is a mutable data type, that is the data type whose value can be updated or altered or can be changed. Now let us try to do the same thing for a tuple. I will say y of 1, this also gives me 2. Now I want to say y of 1 and I want to update it to 2.0 and hit enter. It gives me a type error stating that tuple object does not support item assignments. So It means that we cannot update the value of a item once the tuple has been created. So tuple is an immutable data type, meaning that tuple is a data type whose value cannot be changed or altered once it is created. So that's all we have for this lecture, and I will see you at the next lecture where we will learn dictionaries in Python.